Wow. I don't know really why I'm doing this to myself, but there's just some things that I have to stand up for. Wow. And it's bad enough that you're full of shit, okay? Really. I mean, it's bad enough that you're so full of shit, and the lies and the shit that comes out of your mouth. You know, you're a fucking coward. Plain and simple. You're a coward down at the marina. Yeah, I just let shit go. You know, the guy who said that shit about my wife on your live stream, I went back and watched that shit, and then you repeated it about my wife. Dude. So then, you know, then you jump up on your fucking soapbox and start talking about veterans and PTSD, like you fucking know anything about being a veteran. Like you know what it even fucking stands for. You know, I watch that shit. It ain't my business, but dude, then I get messages. You know, fuck, man, it's like I can turn off the bullshit. You know, I really can. And I'm working today. And I went back and read that shit. If there is even a grain of truth to this, that you, well, first off, let's back up. I knew something was wrong when I asked you, you know, back when things were more civil, what your dad did in the Navy. Well, you told me he was a chief, right? Or, you know, which is an E7. He might have been an E8. He might have been an E9. He could have been a chief, senior chief, master chief, whatever. But you couldn't tell me what he did for a job in the Navy. How do you not know what he did as an occupation? Being a chief in the Navy is not an occupation. He had a job. He had a fucking rate, not his rank. He had a job. I was an HT in the Navy. I happened to not be in engineering. I was a firefighter. I was a ship fitter. I was a 93 coded submarine repairman. That simple. We taught everybody else on the boat. My job was to teach everybody else on the boat damage control. We were firefighters. We were welders. We were ship fitters. It's your job. So everybody has a job. So that being said, you start talking all that shit about veterans and stolen valor. And then I read, like I said, if there's a grain of truth to this, that you threw away your ex-father-in-law's Marine ribbons and his medals from Vietnam. That is the most disgusting thing that I've heard that you've done. It is the absolute lowest. You are the lowest form of fucking human on this planet. The Marine Corps, no doubt. Dude, stolen valor is when people pretend to be somebody they weren't in the military.
They get discounts.
You fucking desecrated a war hero by throwing away his fucking legacy, his memory. Very, very sad for you. Very sad for you. I'm amazed that you fucking sleep at night, dude. Seriously. Seriously. Wow. Maybe turn that shit off.